everyone, looks like I'm back at it again with another drawing video. So this one's gonna be pretty much in the same vein as the last one, except this time my drawing was a little more complex, and I'd like to emphasize the little because Captain Viridian is not particularly hard to draw, but you know. Okay, anyway, I wanted to speed up the video this time just so it wasn't just 10 minutes of me rambling about things that realistically not too many people probably care about. Okay, so I wanted to talk about a couple things. First of all, the reason why I chose Viridian in the first place is because there's a Indie World showcase tomorrow, and I just want to encourage a lot of people to go out there and watch it. I've always been passionate about game development, and I think one thing that continues that passion to this day is seeing talented people being able to make their own things and just show off what they have to the entire world around them. And the thing that, in my opinion, makes Indie World more special is the fact that there's a lot of games there that you wouldn't have heard about otherwise. Like, these are games that you pretty much only hear of at Indie World or some other similar event because they're not necessarily popular, they're not necessarily talked about. They're just coming from people who have a passion and want to make a video game. And that's something I always love when going into. It's also something you can feel instantly. I recently played a game called Goodbye World, and truth be told, wasn't really into the game. I thought the story wasn't super interesting. The characters didn't stick out too much. But the thing that immediately became obvious to me was that this was made like it was a labor of love. Someone clearly poured their heart and soul into this game, and that just made me happy. I still left a review on Steam because I feel like it's still important to criticize these works because it ultimately only helps the artists improve. And that's, by the way, true for myself as well. If you have critiques, please leave them in the comments of my video. I want to learn how to improve. I want to be better at writing or animation or anything of the sort. So, yeah. I think being able to criticize works while also acknowledging how much effort is put into them and how much they mean to someone is really important, especially nowadays when pretty much anyone can say anything on the internet. What else? To me, Viridian and VVVVVV are pretty much the quintessential examples of indie games. It was a relatively old game. I got to play it pretty recently, and I had a blast with it, honestly. I would recommend it for anyone who's interested in platformers. Although I guess VVVVVV isn't necessarily a platformer. It's more about, like, flipping gravity, that kind of thing. But, I mean, I'm a fan of Mario Galaxy, so, you know, gravity's kind of a big thing for me. Anyways, VVVVVV was a really fun time, and, again, it's clear that the people behind it had a lot of fun making it, that it was a passion project for them, and because of that, I've always had this weird like for the character of Captain Viridian, despite the fact that there might not be a ton there on the surface, but it's just a symbol of someone who wanted to make something bigger than themselves, and they managed to do it. So if you're like me and you care about video games and you want to see the art form succeed more, I would heavily recommend going out there and supporting the independent creators over there at Indie World. I think they're doing a lot of great things, and I am confident that there will be at least like 5 games tomorrow at that presentation that are absolutely worth your time. And with that, I'm pretty much done for today. Thank y'all for listening, and I'll hopefully see y'all tomorrow.